The film score for The Exorcist went through a chaotic process marked by creative disagreements and personality clashes. William Friedkin initially wanted Bernard Herrmann, but their collaboration collapsed due to logistical demands, disputes over creative control, and tense discussions. After Herrmann, Friedkin turned to Lalo Schifrin, who delivered a loud, massive, percussive score, nothing like the chamber-style music the director had requested. When Schifrin refused to revise it, he was dismissed. With time running out, Friedkin returned to the temp tracks he had used in the first cut and added a few extra pieces, including what would become the iconic main motif, Mike Oldfield's Tubular Bells. Thus, the final soundtrack emerged more from accident and urgency than from an artistic plan, yet it became one of the most influential musical decisions in film history. The enormous impact of The Exorcist was largely due to Friedkin's choice to leave much of the film without music. The sudden intrusion of invisible, terrifying the presence of a single recognizable cue that offers no comfort but deepens the unease. And the dramatic use of sound crafted by Robert Knudsen and Chris Newman into a true masterclass. Friedkin built terror by breaking every established rule, generating constant uncertainty. All the music is pre-existing except for a brief opening cue by Jack Nietzsche. The rest comes from Penderecki, Webern, and Crumb, whose dissonant textures create abstract metaphysical horror. As Kubrick would later do in The Shining, again with Penderecki, Friedkin uses music to give physical form to the inhuman. He cuts, layers, and mixes the pieces as if they were the devil's breath, blending them with sound effects, distorted dog barks, reshaped noises. Until they become a texture of unbearable hostility. These unpredictable, irrational sounds push the film into another dimension, far from recognizable Washington, and into a territory invaded by invisible forces perceptible through the music. Even the religious ritual before the exorcism is accompanied by music that evokes the sacred, but feels deeply contaminated, as if nothing and no one could remain safe.
But he will also mix lies with the truth to attack us. The attack is psychological, Damien.
In this context, Tubular Bells takes on a particular meaning. What does it announce in its first appearance, when we only see Chris walking calmly? A first clue, and a destiny, Father Karras.
I mean, priests, doctor, lawyers, I've talked to them all.
And what does it announce in its second appearance, when no one yet knows what is happening to Reagan?
Ambuliform possession. Quite frankly, we really don't know much about it at all.
No one except us, the audience. Only in its third appearance, at the end of the film, does it reveal its true significance. Demonic possession. With so little, William Friedkin achieved so much. The monumental success of The Exorcist made a sequel inevitable, though it took time to arrive. Exorcist II, The Heretic premiered in 1977, 4 years later. Directed by John Boorman, The film pursued an ambitious and radically different continuation of the original, marked by a tone more mystical than terrifying. The story explores Regan's psychological aftermath and delves into Father Merrin's figure through visions, hypnosis, and African symbolism. Richard Burton plays Father Philip Lamont, a priest sent to investigate Merrin's death and determine whether his methods could be considered heretical. In his search, he becomes trapped in Regan's visions, traumas, and spiritual connections. The music, this time by Ennio Morricone, is far more present than in the 1973 film, and although it does not come solely from the realm of evil, as in Friedkin's movie, it never dares to confront the devil. Morricone's score tackles three musical fronts. First, the music associated with black magic, tribal and hostile, heard in the induced visions and opening the path to dark forces.
Power is immense. It fills me. I can do anything.
The second front is formed by these notes.
You realize what you're up against, don't you?
The leitmotif that refers to Pazuzu, the demon who possessed Regan. It appears more than 20 times throughout the film. It functions more as the music of a mystery, an enigma that neither shows its face nor manifests itself. Will it finally reveal itself in the fullness of its malevolent power? We are about to find out. Before that, the third front, Regan, who has her own musical theme, a luminous, delicate melody that portrays her purity, now freed from horror. Its almost angelic tone radiates an aura of goodness and salvation that extends to others. Ultimately imposing itself over the plague of locusts, the physical and symbolic manifestation of the demon. But, regrettably and inexplicably, the film never stages a musical confrontation between the two opposing motifs. In this scene, Father Philip has been possessed.
The wings are brushing me. The wings are brushing me. I must.
Where is the Pazuzu motif, musically announced more than 20 times throughout the film? It does not appear.
No. Once the wings have brushed you, you're mine forever.
And yet Regan's theme does break in when she manages to defeat the demon and expel it from Father Philip.
have brushed you, you're mine forever.
Okay.
The absence of true musical tension was one of the many problems of a film that, although successful at the box office, received disastrous reviews. It could have been another masterful score by Morricone, but ultimately it was not.